Hello. All right. I don't know if anybody has tried to get on the Zoom. Coco, I'm on Facebook Live, and apparently it's just going to be you and me. I don't know if I'm going to get anybody, but the Zoom link is not working, and I don't know why. I have no idea what happened. I guess I'm more comfortable on Facebook Live anyway. That's what I've always done. Zoom last week was a new deal for me. So I tried to log in. All right, I'm going to explain when everybody gets here. Hmm. Yep, this is life. Hi, Alicia. All right, so I tried to get on Zoom and tried to get on Zoom. I started 5 minutes before. I should have started half an hour before. Well, it didn't matter. I couldn't get on. It was saying it was saying waiting for hosts to start. It says launch meeting. I'm launching, but it's not. You know what? That's life. You gotta go with it. Oh, I could feel the heat in his body. Like, oh my God, I'm not whatever. You know what? Obviously, it was not meant to be over there. So, Bridget, all right, I'm gonna tell Bridget. I'm not on Zoom. It's not working, and I might do YouTube. She's asking me if I do you. I'm on Facebook Live, and I know you're not on Facebook, so it ain't gonna work for you today. That's okay. Probably not gonna work for anybody. I got two viewers. I got Alicia here, and I don't know if Coco got here or not, or what. I don't know what. I don't know, but Zoom ain't working. So it's too bad because I wanted, Bridget really wanted to talk about, hey, hi, Jimmy. She wanted to talk about not taking shit personally because she has a really hard time with that. And that's automatic because the me that we think we are, if something doesn't go the way we, or somebody says something and it hits that wall of the me of who I think I am. Alicia saw you walk by. Yeah, I got mirrors behind me. I'd like to do this outside, but it's too beautiful. Everybody's outside right now, so I don't want. Who knows? There you go. There's a belief that other people don't want to hear this. Anyway, taking shit personally. When somebody comes to you and says something negative, or say like today, I'm supposed to go to my sister's, uh, or I thought we were going to go to my sister's for her. She calls it church on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. And I'm not, Peter and I really want to go to the beach. Now, if she takes that personally, which I'm pretty sure she's going to, I mean, I don't know, but that's how it's been in the past with her. She's taken stuff personally. So, um, I just have to, we want to go to the beach. We haven't been to the beach in a long time, and it's absolutely gorgeous day, and we want to be there. We don't, yeah. So I'm Monica. Who knows? Maybe this is better being on Facebook Live than on Zoom. I don't know. But Zoom seems to be more interactive. I can see your faces. and this I can't. And I'd like to be able to talk to you. Anyway, so she's, who knows if she's going to take it personally, but it's, hi, Coco. Thank God you made it here. Yes, and you can talk on Zoom and this. I have to watch for what you say this way, and it's delayed and it's not the same, but I'm going to try to work out the Zoom thing. So I just got to roll with it. And that's what we got to do, because I can feel the tension building up, but it shouldn't be this way. I can't get on Zoom. I'm screwing up, blah, blah, blah. All of that was going on in here until I took a breath and came in. And Peter's like, I wish I could help you. And he couldn't help me. He doesn't know anything about Zoom. No different than I do. Just all learning. And human. When we believe we are these little me's, it can do something wrong. Or if somebody does something, it looks like to it, it hurts. Taking something personally. We're not. Let it be. Yes. Let it be. Simple words of wisdom. Let it be. And who knows? Whatever's doing this, if you want to call it God, life, whatever, it's okay. Exactly, Alicia. Whatever's doing this, if I'm fighting it, thinking it needs to be my way, there's the inside. It knows what it's doing. Surrendering to the moment, even if somebody's saying something negative to your face. When you take it personally, it's as if it's doing something to you. You're a victim of the person or life situation. Immediately, I felt like the victim. I did something wrong. It's doing something wrong. Damn technology. But it is what it is. Surrendering to what is, no matter what it is key. It is key to floating through life instead of fighting it. That all of this identity of Lori, when I'm coming from that, it's fighting life instead of flowing with it. When I'm what I call in the flow, it's literally skating through, like being on the kayak going through without picking up the boulders. The boulder would have been, Zoom's not working. And then the more boulders, oh my God, I'm such a fuck up. I can't do anything right, blah, blah. All of that was in there. Till I had the breath and said, I'm going to go Facebook Live. That's what I've always done. So I had a really fun thing I did with somebody here. It was a pool girl, which she wanted to be on the Zoom, but she's we didn't exchange Facebook stuff, so it's not going to be. But she, I got her phone number, but she wanted to know this was it too, and I said, if somebody comes at me and calls me a pickle, is saying, you fucking pickle. Am I going to take that personally? Or am I going to laugh? Because I'm not already calling myself a pickle. But if somebody calls me a fucking bitch, if I'm believing that I am that inside, or even worse words, the C word, that's supposedly the worst thing somebody would be called. If somebody called me that, when it just would make me laugh, because I know I'm not that. Only if I'm believing that word about myself would that be a trigger. If I was believing it. It's just a word that the me puts meaning to. That me, who you are, puts meaning to everything. It doesn't have to mean anything. Nothing has to mean anything. Nothing has to mean anything. I got this quote that says from Adyashanti. It said this morning, "We are not on this earth to be perfect. We are here to love well, to realize our unity and connection, the oneness of we are connected to even that person that's calling me the pickle or the C word or whatever. They are my mirror. They're my mirror to get me to see what I'm already thinking and believing in myself, which isn't true. And when your body reacts, you know you're believing something about yourself that's not true. And they are your gift for you to see where you're thinking and believing something about you that's not. So anytime there's turmoil and angst and uncomfortable inside this body, you know you're thinking and believing something that's not true about you. The baby, you could call a toddler anything. They're not gonna, there's no person in there yet. There's no person. My granddaughter she was a year in May, so she's a year and a half. The end of this month should be a year and a half. There's no identity in there yet. So you could call her every name in the book. It wouldn't matter because there's nothing in here to fight against what's seemingly hurting. But it's not the person that's hurting you. It's you who are already hurting you. This mind, the layers of identity, has to fight and defend constantly. It's constantly defending itself when it doesn't need to. Think of yourself as a toddler. You didn't have to defend anything. You know? I mean, you bump into something, it hurts. There's a cry. It's over. It's felt. It's over. It's not carried. Somebody hurts you with their words. Then you hold it. The identity holds onto it. That freaking bitch said this to me or said something about my whatever. Said something about my car. I know someone said something about the car that it drives, and it's taken so personally and still held on to. What an ass that person is because they said years ago, it's still living in there. Oh my, the pain. That's just one. Can you imagine what it's holding on to? The breath. Okay, so that's accumulated shit over the years. What have you held on to that hurts, that somebody said to you? That's your gift. Is there something that you can think about that somebody said to you that's still churning, or somebody did to you that's still being held on to for death grip? Because that's the identity. It's got to hold on to it to keep it front and center, believing it's something. My granddaughter, and my grandson, who's 4 months, there's nothing in there. There's nothing in that body, no identity. It's a clean slate. That's why it's so fun to be around babies, because they don't take anything personally. There's no judgment. But the thing is about judgment is when somebody judges you, the only way it can hurt is because you're already judging yourself. They are your gift. Is this coming across? Are you guys feeling what I'm saying? Don't hang on to the words. It's the feeling. Somebody said that you were a liar. Ooh. And that is held on to, right? Held on to with a vice grip. Damn them. Frig them. That's holding that identity right here. Blaming. They're bad. How about you own being a liar? Being identified with this body? Yeah. Do you ever see yourself lying? Be honest. That's what this whole thing is about. Once you uh, um, prove, once you get that, because it's not you. Oh, Harley, yay! Oh my God, it's so good for you. Oh, see, there was a reason why I came here and Zoom didn't work. Anyway, okay, so once you out the liar, it doesn't own you anymore. Once you stop trying to defend, I'm not a liar. Bullshit. If you're identified with this body and mind, you are a liar because it lies. And it's in the back of your mind, knowing that it's lying, but it doesn't want to see it. It's not ready to see it yet. But when you out it and say, wow, it does lie. I am a liar. I am a liar. Haha. I know I do. Bridgie! Oh, Bridgie! Oh my God. See, I was on freaking Zoom. I was freaking out because the Zoom thing wasn't gonna work. And the heat in this body, the mind judging me as a fuck up because I can't do technology, which is a belief I have, of course. So that's why the heat in the body. I said, I'm just freaking gonna do a Facebook Live like I'm used to doing, and then that didn't work at first. I'm like, what? What? And here I got 7 people on. I love you all so much for being willing, just a little bit willing to open this, because when your mind is open, so is your heart. And there's nothing better than going through life loving. Loving is the key to living in this dream of separation. Because the people that Lori looks up to, okay, I'll get back to that, Coco. The people that this Lori character looks up to is those people have been self-realized. Now, how do I know that? Peter's always saying, how do you know that? You see what you see on the camera, but you don't see them in real life. I know that I resonate with what they say. And then there's the comparing. This mind loves to compare. It's constantly comparing, usually to someone that seems better. Nobody is better. We are all these little identities. We come into these bodies. Well, there's nothing in here really, but this is a way to describe it in the dream of separation from God or love or life or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go to the comments because I've got a couple of good ones I see. Okay, so I don't take on what people negative about me, but the guilt I beat myself up as something I did to someone else is why I hammer. Yes, Coco, that's another thing. Okay, let's go here. When you've so-called done something to someone else, take yourself, everybody, think about this. Think about when you've, quote unquote, your mind is beating you up for doing something to someone else. I'll use the scamming thing 2 years ago with Peter. I could hold on to, if I held on to, I did this to Peter, which is after I realized I was literally being scammed, there was that inside. Oh, it was killing me. In the moment of during the scamming thing, I was thinking I was helping someone. I felt I was loving someone. Is that wrong? Even though it turned out to be that we lost a shit ton of money and it looks like I did something to Peter. By beating this up in that time with what I was thinking, could it be wrong? That's another thing. It's constantly saying I've done something wrong or somebody's done something wrong to me. Now, go back to the baby. Go back to the year-old baby. Are they doing something wrong ever? Or are they just being? Are they just being? They knock over the vase, the water goes everywhere. Is that wrong? Did they do that on purpose? Coco, did you do that on purpose? Was that your intention? What happened? Was it your intention? I'll give you an example. Peter and I were on Nicotawas Lake. We stayed for a weekend in Maine years ago. And we were in our kayaks. And there was a mother duck with like, I don't know, 12 little babies following her. Oh my God, most adorable thing. We're like, oh, let's go see. The closer we got, the more those babies dove under. Gone, all of them, gone, freaking gone. I'm like, what the fuck? Where'd they go? Oh my God. The mother freaking out. All of a sudden, only 2 ended up popping back up. We sat there. Oh my God. This was beating my, who knows, fish, whatever got them. They never came back to the mother. 2 ended up coming back to the mother over, I don't know how much time we waited to see if more would come. They didn't. Oh, the heavy heart. I was like, oh. Okay, first of all, that was a lesson learned. You don't need to be near wildlife, no matter how cute they are. You don't need to. Anyway, but what gave the relief that came was like, that was not my intention. We are all innocent as babies, completely innocent. Even the murderer, even Hitler was innocent in believing his thoughts of Jews were bad. He believed, nobody ever told him that his thoughts weren't true. That was a belief. How many beliefs do we all hold that aren't true, but we believe them, and it makes us react to life? A baby doesn't have a belief. None. No beliefs. So they're just toddling through life. Like I was telling somebody this week, like a pinball machine. There's the name. I couldn't come up with it at the time. Like a pinball machine. Boing, 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 boing. Innocent. We are all innocent. So, Coco, look at that. Was it your intention? The minute it came to me in the middle of the night, it wasn't my intention to have her lose her babies at all. Bingo. The relief, I can't even tell you. Okay. All right, Karen, what happens if a person constantly, daily eggs you? Ooh, where are those eggs? Where are those eggs? They're not in him or her or whoever looking for an argument. I was 6 months ago no longer engaged. This person, however, still tries to get the drama started. Stop engaging. The person won't. I even asked, are you okay? There you go. There you go. The eggs or the triggers are living in you. When you disengage and say, the trigger is a belief about yourself. Yay, Coco! I thought you could feel that. This is my favorite thing to do. My absolute favorite. I was with my oldest son's two girlfriends this week. for hours sharing this and getting, oh my God, it was so beautiful. It just makes me light up when somebody sees through the bullshit that their mind is carrying. That's not who you are. It's just, gets me so excited because we're sharing the love. All of those beliefs are the antithesis of love. They're not true. They hold walls around your heart. And as this little drama thing that you've seen, Coco and Karen, as you've seen through it, that gets away another wall, another a layer of pain and suffering that's already within you. That person, Karen, is your gift to get you free from what you're already thinking and believing about yourself that's not true. Oh my God. Can you tell? This is freaking shit. It's just my favorite thing to do is help people get free. I'm not believing that I'm some guru or some enlightened person. I just want to share the love that we already are, each one of us. And it's only the beliefs about who we are that are stacked on top of our hearts that keep us from knowing the love that we are. Yes, the triggers are there to open your eyes. Yes, Bridgie. Yes. That's when the trigger is there, if you can, this is my new thing. My girlfriend Judy and I are doing a thing where we've learned that when you breathe deep, whenever that trigger comes up and the heat and the mind loops start going of how I'm a fuck up, how I've done something wrong, or they've done something to me, if you can take a deep breath and bring that breath, follow it all the way down to your hips, you can get it down to your hips. We're so used to breathing shallow because we're going through life trying to defend. But if you, the minute the thoughts come up and the heat in the body, take a breath, follow it right down. That's all it takes. Because then the reaction is not there. You're out of this, so you can come, and then a solution just comes. As soon as I did that, it got me out of the, technology sucks, and I'm blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, I can do a Facebook Live, which is what I always did anyway for all those years. So the minute you bring in that deep breath, it gets you out of the loops. Because once you have one trigger, then it just keeps going into, oh my God, it was, I'm stupid because I don't know technology. I can't figure this out. Oh, the heat in this body starts sweating. It's a good thing I got my bathing suit on. We're going to the beach after this. It just went into so many other beliefs which are not true. And the minute you bring it into your body, because we're not taught to come into our bodies, we are taught to, the schooling is all taught to foster this, fostering our mind. And our minds are not, our bodies is where it's at, kiddos. My innocent tribe. God damn, I love you guys. When you feel it, feeling is healing. I'm telling you, it's literally. So Karen, when you're in with that person was doing that, if there's a trigger, literally the deep breath, get in your body, get out of here. He's not trying to do anything to you. You're not a victim of him. He's just being who he is. But he is your mirror. He's getting you to see where you're already hurting within because you're believing a thought about yourself that's not true. Does that feel complete? Sunday church. Sunday church that's trying to uplift you instead of, ah, thank you, Alicia. You have a fabulous day too. If there's not any questions, oh, wait a second and see. I want you all to have a lovely day. Feel in your body. Feel the love. When you feel that love, oh my God. Johnny. When you feel that love, oh my God. That's all. That's all that's real. The opposite is fear. Fear of not being accepted. Fear of not being loved. Love you. Thank you. Have a fabulous day too, Bridgie. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I don't know what's going to happen next week. Maybe we'll keep it at Facebook Live. I don't know. I literally don't know. That's another thing. We don't know. And it's best not to know. Just let it unfold. Because life doesn't fuck up. Ever. It doesn't. It's doing exactly what it needs to do. Breathe and don't fight it. Don't resist. Everywhere you're resisting is holding you hostage, holding your heart hostage. I love you guys because you're a reflection of me. You're the same thing. Innocent love. Have a great day.